Gotta admit, guys, I am really feeling myself today. Like, I mean, I would date me. I would date me so hard. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have another month of hits and misses in the beauty realm. I swear to high heaven, this year has just gone by so quick. Every month I'm like, didn't I just do one of these? I'm like, oh, no, I didn't. Well, I did, but now it's time to do another one. So the months have just been speeding by. We are obviously in the, well, we'll be doing the month of July. We're going to be August when this goes up. But let's just get into what I was very much feeling this month and some things that I was feeling, but not in the best way. Let's start off with some sort of skincare. I feel like because my skin is so nasty and dry, I'm always talking about some new wonderful, hopefully wonderful thing, and then it ends up being not cruelty-free and my insides are crushed. But this is the, oh my goodness, where is the front? This is the Boscia Tsubaki Swirl 2-part Gel and Cream Deep Hydration Moisturizer. Now, this was on Sephora, and it's originally like $38, I want to say, and it was on sale for like $28, and you guys know I'm always in the market for some kind of moisturizing anything. And I was like, maybe I want to try that out. But I went to Marshall's with my friend, and I was just scanning through like I do, and I was like, is that stuff that I was thinking about buying for $28 off Sephora? Yes, it was, and at Marshall's it was $14.99. So I got me this for the $14.99, and it is really, really nice. You just open it up. I've been using it pretty religiously. It's like, it's cool because it's like jelly, and you like tap it and it's like jiggle, 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 like Jello, Jello. But all awesome jiggliness aside, this actually is a really nice product. A like teeny tiny little bit of this. You just kind of gently graze your finger over the top of it, and that's enough. And I slather it all over my dry area, which is the whole ding dang thing. And it has been working really well for me. I do it after I wash my face. I slather it before I go to sleep. And like I said, a little bit goes a long way. So I think this is going to last me for quite some time. And so far it has been really nice. And I'm pretty sure, I know I looked it up, and I'm pretty sure Boscia is cruelty free. So that is like, yay me. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, if I really, really like this, if I'm going to be able to merit that $38 price tag, but we'll see. And a skincare item that I also picked up at Marshall's that didn't work out for me. This is the original Korean beauty mask hydrating. That's gonna be important for later. Peel off mask treatment with 24 karat gold and ginseng for extreme hydration, lifting, and revitalized skin. Now, I had used this a couple of times, and it was like, okay, you take it off and your skin looks all smooth and whatever. I always moisturize after I do something like this just because I need moisture, lots of moisture. And I reused it, and I used it again recently because I was going to be filming, and I was like, oh, well, we'll treat myself to a nice, we'll make our skin all nice for filming tomorrow. And I woke up, and my skin felt so tight, and my real bad trouble areas, and even in areas that I didn't have really bad trouble, there was dry skin, and we're talking like flaky dry skin, and my skin felt horrible. It was red, it was inflamed. Now mind you, I had used this mask before, and so using it this time caused this horrible dryness, and it literally took like 3 to 4 days for my skin to calm down after this, and I was just like, why? This is definitely not hydrating. It worked okay the first couple of times. I didn't see a lot of major hydration. It was just kind of like, yeah, my pores look a little smoother, but for hydration, not so much. And then after the last time, I was just like, no. Then sort of a random beauty item. This is like kind of, well, it is beauty. It's these nails. These are from, I get them at Sally Beauty. These are the Nail Bliss Nails to Go. This one is particularly in the coffin shape because I've been liking the coffin shape. And they're just, you don't need acrylic or anything. You just use nail glue and pop them on. And I have been like coloring these before I put them on, because when I put them on and then I color it, it's like it'll get on the nail glue and get on the nail beds. But if I color it before I put it on, it looks like I went and I got a super expensive manicure. Which y'all know is not the case because I ain't got time, no money for that kind of manicure thing. But these, I think they're under $10 and you get 120 nails, 12 sizes. Now, because all sizes don't necessarily work for you, you're not exactly getting 120 because, like I said, they don't all match. But I just absolutely love these. They go on really nice. I paint them. They last a long time. These are not the ones that I'm wearing. This is a different one, but these are really, really good. And I've been using them a lot. And usually if you see what nails I have in my whatever, it's going to be probably this brand here, unless otherwise noted. Alright, 2 foundations that I have been loving this month, mostly because I live in Virginia. In Virginia, it's horrendously humid. I have dry skin, and you want foundation to look nice upon your face. I have pulled out the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation SPF 20. I have the shade Light Cool 1. It has sunscreen and broad spectrum and all that jazz. Not crazy about the applicator on this. I will admit it is exactly like the friggin' Tarte Shape Tape going on here. Big giant dough applicator. But I love this foundation when I want to just like even out my face, you know, cancel some of that redness, cover all up them whatevers, but without being, I don't have to worry about it being too much because this foundation is such a light to like light medium coverage, and it just looks really nice on my dead Saharan skin. And I've just been really enjoying this for those like hot days where you want to look put together but you don't want to turn into a melting ice cream cone. And then sort of in the same vein is my Holy Grail LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation in the shade Porcelain. I love this foundation. Every time I use it, I'm reminded that it is just so amazing. I put it on, I'm like, oh, look how perfect my skin looks. And this is another foundation. Now this you can get higher coverage than the Physicians Formula, but it builds up to a higher coverage without looking cakey or sinking into fine lines or being gnarly and nasty. I love this. I need to buy like 12,000 more bottles of it. This is like the lightest shade they have, and this is like one of my like darkest foundations, so I wonder if they have different shades, but it works for me in the summertime, so I do just absolutely love this. Alright, then let's talk about probably what is going to be a obvious hit for this month. I did a review on this. I will leave any reviews down below in that description box. This is the Violet Voss Flamingo palette, and I still don't want to pull it all the way back. This thing has been my summer, spring, everything best friend. I just absolutely love this palette. It is amazing. The colors make me happy inside. The quality is phenomenal. I look at this palette and I feel inspired. Probably the next thing I'm gonna do, next look I'm gonna do is gonna be this section right here. Do the yellow and the orange. It is just beautiful. This was a complete kind of shot in the dark for me. One of y'all asked me to review it. I reviewed it and I fell in love. I'm super impressed and I just love this palette. Have not been able to put it down. It is just like my bright color palette dream. It makes me so happy. Funnily enough, I'm not wearing it on my eyes today. We're rocking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette today, which I also enjoy. But this has been a go-to for me. Like I said, I have not been able to put it down. It has been a staple. I love it, and she just really makes me happy. Alright, now let's talk about a palette that didn't make me happy. I also have a review on this good old Jeffree Star Thirsty palette going on. Alright, tilt it back all the way. This palette was not a complete flop for me. Not a complete flop, I guess you could say. The biggest problem I have with this palette are these lovely shimmers going on here, which aren't so lovely. They are chunky, they are crumbly, they are not pigmented. Setting spray does not make them apply any better. The mattes are nice. They are like the Jeffree Star mattes I've tried before, but when 30% of the palette isn't good, it's just kind of frustrating, and it discourages me from pulling this out to use it because I literally look at it and I get kind of angry because I would like to use the whole palette. Those shimmers are beautiful colors, but I can't because they're crap. When I saw this and I bought it, I honestly thought this was going to be, for me, what this ended up being, because usually I really enjoy Jeffree's formula, but this just fell a little short. Like I said, the mattes are nice. I've been kind of using them, but I mean, I have this thing going on that has all of it working, so this one kind of fell really short for me. Packaging is nice and all that jazz, but all in all, it's just been kind of like a why? Alright, let's talk some yays and nays for some highlighters, and then I'll send you all on your way. The first one that I want to talk about is probably sort of like I'm late to the game because I didn't get it when it came out. I got it afterwards, so it was in everyone's favorites videos forever ago, but it is the Wet n Wild Gothographic Moon Tears Loose Highlighter. I am not a loose highlighter fan. I am not usually a loose product anything fan, unless maybe powder. I'm like kind of dipping my toes into that, but I am willing to become a loose highlighter fan for this beautiful, ethereal, amazing piece of powder. Y'all, this highlighter is amazing. It is like a titchy, teensy, weensy, little bit glittery, but it's like glitter that is infused with the pigment equally, so it's not like, there are chunks of glitter and there's glitter flying everywhere. No, it's just a part of the beautiful amazingness that is this highlighter, and I am so grateful to my friend who got this for me, because otherwise my life would have been lost and I would not know the joy that is the moon tears as I cry tears of moonness. A highlighter that wasn't so hot, y'all would have seen my Shop Miss A haul, and I did swatch some of these AOA Studio Wonder baked highlighters, and they were kind of pitiful, and I said, okay, alright, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're like the e.l.f. highlighters where you have to scrape off the top. I scraped off the top of all of those, and they all ended up, I'm still in the process of like using all of them, and they all ended up being somewhat pigmented, more than just, you know, before we scrape the top off it. But this one, this little guy right here, in the shade Snow, spelled S-N-O. Y'all, there was no saving this. It's literally like the texture of baby powder with like some glitter in there. And I was just like, okay, alright. I think I got 8 of them. That was $8 to have one complete dud. Isn't too bad, but I was just like, compared to all the other ones after you took off the top and then swatched, you're like, oh, the texture is improved and it's more pigmented, and this one just, the texture, like I said, is baby powder with glitter, so not cute on the skin. Just no, this one was a complete and total nastiness. Alright, so there we have all of that, my favorites for them their month of July. Definitely let me go no. Something that you have been loving this month, or something that you ended up not loving this month. I love hearing your opinions on the products I loved and didn't like, so obviously let me all know all that down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!